to welcome the Honourable Kaleed Rasheed, Ontario's Minister of Public and Business Service Delivery, and distinguished guests here today. I wish to extend my deepest appreciation to the Government of Ontario for its vision and innovative programs to help support Ontarians, communities, and businesses across Ontario. DDR, or Digital Dealership Registration Program, is one of these programs launched by this government back in 2022. This program has helped dealerships save money and time, and for our customers, a much easier and hassle-free transaction when it comes to licensing their new vehicle at time of purchase. Thanks to DDR, an online self-serve tool, we have been able to register vehicles and issue permits and plates directly to our customers right from the sales floor. More and more new car dealerships across Ontario have registered to this program and have reaped the benefits. And to those dealerships who haven't registered yet, I strongly urge you to do so quickly. We're excited to hear more about this program and how it will evolve. So without further ado, I would like to invite the Honourable Kaleed Rasheed to the podium to tell us more about today's exciting announcement. Thank you.
Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you, Serge, for that kind introduction. I'm delighted to welcome all of you to today's exciting announcement about our government's latest work on the Digital Dealership Registration Program, or as we like to call it, DDR. Before I begin, I want to give my sincere thanks to my friend Serge Sotiade from Wayne's Auto Group and the wonderful team at Oakville Volkswagen for hosting us at their beautiful showroom this morning. I'm also very excited to welcome His Worship Mayor Rob Burton, who is joining us today to represent the good people of the town of Oakville, alongside Councillor Peter Longo. Thank you both for being here and for all the hard work you are doing to make Oakville a better place for people to work and raise a family. I'm also pleased to be joined today by three representatives from some of Ontario's most important partners in the auto sale industry. Maureen Harquell, CEO and Registrar of the Ontario Motor Vehicle Industry Council, James Hamilton, Interim Manager and Legal Services Director of the Used Car Dealers Association of Ontario, and Frank Notte, Director of Government Relations with the Motor Vehicle Retailers of Ontario. Thank you all for being here today and for all the hard work your organizations do to promote the well-being of the industry and its consumers. Last but not least, I'm also glad to welcome my colleague and our ministry's parliamentary assistant and an important member of Team Ontario, Brian Riddell. Under the leadership of Premier Ford, this government made a commitment to Ontarians to cut the costly red tape that was holding back our people and businesses. And I'm very proud to stand here to say we are keeping our promise and that our hard work is paying off once more. Back in March of 2022, my ministry announced the launch of DDR, a program that has since made it easier than ever to buy and register a car almost instantly without having to leave the dealership and travel to a Service Ontario location to spend your own time and money to fill out paperwork. After it was first made available for new car registrations, we then made it available for trade-ins. And while these were important first steps that brought our province further into the future, it was only the beginning. Now, after years of hard work, consultations, and planning, our government has successfully implemented the third and final phase of our digital dealership registration program. I'm proud to share with Ontarians that they can now take advantage of quicker and easier auto purchases when buying used passenger vehicles. For the more than 7,000 new and used car dealerships in Ontario and their customers, this change means they will be able to instantly benefit from this modern online self-service tool to register vehicles and issue permits and plates right from the showroom floor. With this major expansion to our digital dealership registration program, our government is reducing paperwork, cutting red tape for businesses like the one we are in here today, and giving more time and money back to Ontarians. To put things into perspective, vehicle sales and dealership transactions alone account for 4.7 million of Service Ontario's total 58 million annual interactions. And with DDR now being fully implemented, this means that the top 10 highest volume Service Ontario transactions are now available to Ontarians online, meaning fewer lineups, less commuting, and more convenience. No more time-consuming trips to Service Ontario. Instead, our suite of online Service Ontario options like DDR allows Service Ontario locations to devote more time and attention to in-person services for those who need them most. But of course, as I always say, digital first does not mean digital only. Vehicle registration services will still continue to be available in person for anyone who would prefer to keep doing so. The bottom line is that we are keeping more money in people's pockets and getting drivers of pre-owned vehicles on the road faster. Today is a big win for the thousands of car dealers that make Ontario their home, who now have stronger tools to focus on the things that matter to them the most. And it's a big win for consumers who will be able to get behind the wheel of their new used vehicles faster and continue to drive our province's economic growth forward. This announcement represents the culmination of years of hard work, and I could not be more proud to be part of a government that is working to improve service delivery for people and businesses each and every day. It has been my pleasure speaking with you today. I would now like to invite my friend and Parliamentary Assistant Brian Riddell to say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister Rasheed, and good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here today at Oakville Volkswagen alongside Minister Rasheed, introduce another tool that's going to save Ontario's time and money while generating benefits for our businesses. I would also like to thank the colleagues from the Township of Oakville, as well as our invaluable partners from the automotive sales industry for all their support making this day possible. As Minister Rasheed already mentioned, today's announcement is a result of many years of hard work by this government to implement our digital dealership registration program. And I am excited to be with you to share what some of the benefits of this program are, now that we have expanded DDR to include pre-owned vehicle sales. The Ministry of Public and Business Services Delivery has a clear mandate to make life more convenient, more affordable for Ontarians, to introduce new online tools and services that cut unnecessary red tape and dull paperwork processes. For the hundreds of Service Ontario locations across the province that would typically serve the customers in person to register their new or used cars, this means fewer lineups and more resources to help even more Ontarians. For the 8,000 plus car dealerships that choose our province as their place of business, this means happier customers and better business. And perhaps most importantly, for the people of Ontario who need to drive to work or school or spend time with their family, this is a major improvement that will give back more of your own time and money. It's a privilege to be part of the important work that supports the empowerment of the day-to-day work of the automotive sales industry in today's digital world. And I'm once again thank you for joining us today for this exciting announcement on the third and final phase of our government's digital dealership registration program. I would now like to invite Oakville's Mayor, Robert Burton, to say a few words on behalf of the people of Oakville.
Thank you, Minister and Mr. Parliamentary Assistant, for this terrific initiative. It really feels great to know that my next EV car, used or new, will have less red tape tying up everybody's time. And as chair of the Auto Mayors, let me assure you that all of us see this as positive. Everything we do to promote high-paying automotive industry jobs strengthens Ontario and its economy. And I want you to let me know of any chance to be helpful in your work as Minister of Public and Business Service Delivery Minister. Oakville is a town that appreciates growth in jobs and businesses, and your work is vital. I would just say this is a very impressive example of the Lean methodology, Six Sigma talk and methods that the Premier has been promoting now for so many years. You've got demonstration right here at the value of cutting out unnecessary steps and paying benefits to consumers and to businesses alike. I thank you all once more, and I now pass it back to Minister Rasheed for questions.
Thank you so much, everyone. At this time, we'll take questions from the media. We have a limited amount of time. Just a reminder, you have one question, one follow-up.
Sorry. Hi, Minister. I'm Charlie Pinkerton of the Trillium. Just wondering, is it appropriate, in your opinion, for MPPs, ministers, or senior government staff to be going on personal trips with stakeholders who've majorly benefited from government decisions?
Well, thank you very much for that question, Charlie. My team has prepared a statement that you have already received it. I stand by that statement. Thank you.
Okay, well, I'd appreciate if you answered the crux of the question. As for a second one, has the Integrity Commissioner contacted you, or vice versa, about the February 2020 Las Vegas trip with Shakir Rahmatullah, and if so, for what purpose?
As mentioned earlier, and thank you again for the follow-up, my statement is already out there. You have received my statement. I stand by
But has the Integrity Commissioner contacted you?
As I said, you already have my statement. I stand by my statement. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.